Yo, what's going on? Kamikaze Sound Waves. Today I thought I'd do a quick little video and show off some of my games. And I thought I'd show off some of my things that I've added to my office. I did do a video like this a while ago, but since then it's been a long time, close to a year. I've added some things to the collection, rearranged some things, and thought I'd just do a quick little video of how I have my things, what I have, and how I have things set up. So without further ado, let's go. So this is my bookcase. This is in my living room, and this is where I house most of my physical games, as I can't put them in my very, very small office, which we'll get to. But just a bunch of random movies that I've collected over the years after first time buying a DVD player. Nothing really crazy, except for Pulp Fiction, which is right there, which is my favorite movie of all time. Up here, just some Wii games. I have a lot more Wii games, but over the years my kids have pretty much destroyed the boxes. So basically I have a lot of discs, which are just like on a little small CD rack in a drawer somewhere. But you know, I don't really have anything crazy on the Wii. These are just some of the games that I still have boxes for. And again, just more random movies. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Cowboy Bebop, two of my favorite shows of all time. And some amiibos here. My kids love them for some reason. I don't understand it. I am missing one somewhere, which is a Toad, which my son loves. My youngest son, he loves Toad. So it's probably in his toys, because he probably doesn't use it on the amiibo. He actually probably likes to play with it. Just a couple of Xbox 360 controllers here. Up here is a very small library of Xbox One games that I have. I gotta be honest, not really a fan of the Xbox One really at all. I have grown accustomed to liking it more recently, but still, you know, it's just not my go-to console. It was, that Xbox 360 was my go-to console back in the day. I was a fanboy, if that's what you want to call it, but you know, moving on. Anyway, I got some PSP games here, nothing really crazy. I had more PSP games. I'm not quite sure what happened to them over the years, but maybe I traded them, got rid of them, I have no idea. Now here I have my PlayStation 4 boxes, or hard copies. I have gotten really into digital. I guess I've just gotten lazy over the years, but I don't really like to go out and buy hard copies anymore. But these are some of the games. I do have more in my office. And here is pretty much my entire PlayStation 3 collection, which is, you know, once again, some of the more just common PlayStation games. Uncharted, amazing series. Resistance, I really like the third one. And you know, Resident Evil 5, I have no idea why I bought that on PlayStation 3, but anyway, PS Vita games here. Crazy story, which I'll tell one day. I don't actually have a PS Vita anymore. The cable guy who came and hooked up our cable about 2 years ago stole it right from under my nose. But anyway, I don't have a Vita anymore, but I still have the games. Here is all the Nintendo Wii games that we have. My kids love Nintendo, love Nintendo. So here are just some more of the Wii games that we have. No really standouts here. These are all pretty much for the kids. Now I will say that I've gotten into playing Splatoons a lot lately. Mario Maker I was addicted to for probably a good bit of about 2 or 3 months when it first came out. That blue case that doesn't have a copy is Super Smash Brothers. Mario Tennis is, oh lord, not really fun at all, but the kids like it for some reason. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the Wii games go. I do have Mario Kart and all those such, but like I said, those are all digital. Now moving on, down here is my Xbox 360 collection, which I obviously really liked me some Xbox 360 back in the day. I know this is probably not a huge collection to anyone, but I still have Halo and Halo 2, which I don't even have an original Xbox, but I'm such a huge fan of Halo, I just refuse to get rid of those games because they would just like I loved them so much. I spent so much time with those two games. But then Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Wars, Halo Reach, Halo Combat Adversary, Halo 4. I do have Halo 5, and that's in my office. But yeah, I pretty much have every Halo game ever made. Halo is like my favorite game series, I guess, kinda of all time. But anyway, moving on, Gears of War. I do have the first one somewhere around here. And yeah, I'm not going to read off all these, but anything. What really stands out to me here is the BioShock games, though. But I mean, BioShock 1, oh my God. BioShock 2, not so much, but BioShock Infinite, Jesus, man, they're just masterpieces of games. The first one into Infinite. Dead Space here. So yeah, anyway, moving on. I got a couple Pro controllers over here, Wii controllers. Here's the 3DS games, 3DS games. There's one DS game right there. But you know, I have a 3DS. I don't really play it, just not a fan of it. My oldest son really likes Pokemon, so that Pokemon Sun game is his. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as everything on my bookshelf, as far as games that I have hard copies of or bulk of them. And this is just the TV in the living room. It's a 52-inch LG. We've had it for quite some time. Still works pretty good to me. Don't see no need to buy a new TV for the living room. Here's the Wii for the kids, and inside these drawers is just the cable box and DVD player, Blu-ray DVD player, VHS player, etc., etc. But I did want to kind of show off. This drawer right here just has a bunch of random DVDs in it, games without cases, etc., etc. But this one right here, I just want to say that I believe everybody has a drawer like this. Just random cords, cables. Anytime that I'm missing something or I need something, I know this is my go-to drawer where I could just find whatever I need to hook up something, or peripherals, etc., etc. Anyway, so moving on. Now this is my side table. I'm not going to show off the room, but anyway, this is just my side table where I have the 3DS is the new 3DS, which like I said, I'm just not a fan of. I don't really play it at all. Actually, my kids play it a lot more than I do. This is my son's 2DS. And then this is just an old, not old, it's like a couple, maybe 3-4 years old iPod, but it still serves its justice. Then I got a 10-inch not gaming tablet, but just a 10-inch tablet, which I really, really love. The glue is starting to come off on the tops, but nonetheless, it still works great, still works perfect. It does, I got this free from AT&T when we signed up for a contract, and I will say that this is the G-Pad X 10.1, and just if you are looking for a tablet, do not get this one. Focus. Do not get this one because it shuts off all the time. For some odd reason, it just resets itself, and I can't explain why. But it just resets itself over and over. Not all the time, it'll go for like days without doing it. And then all of a sudden, it'll just start doing this thing where it just keeps resetting itself. So anyway, long story short, when it's working amazingly, but when it's not working, it is definitely not working. So this is my closet. And this is when you open it up. This is what you're looking at. It is very small. You cannot stand up in it. You can kind of stand up in the beginning of it. But this is pretty much just an overview of everything of it. And so when you come in, you kind of have to like shimmy in a little bit sideways. You can stand up in this part, and then basically you just kind of plop down in the chair, which is a chair I got from like Goodwill for like 15, I didn't even say 15, like $12, but it's a little creaky, but it's comfortable for the most part. So sit down and then kind of go over everything POV style. Alright, so I'm going to start over here with my desk. This is like a old little makeshift desk that we got from like a Goodwill or whatever you call those things that sell the furniture. And so right here I have this cool little mouse. I actually just got this a few days ago. It like just consistently changes colors, and this was like literally like $7 off of eBay with free shipping. Right here is my Alienware R3 17 2015. I got the Elgato up there running on it. This camera wants to focus whenever it wants to. But anyway, this computer is pretty much my primary computer for everything, as far as my gaming, as far as Steam, capturing any game footage, etc., etc. Pretty much do everything with this computer. It is a great, fantastic computer for the price that was paid for it, though. Next go around, I will be building my own PC. This was a very, very, very expensive laptop, and it doesn't do quite as many things as I want it to do. Don't get me wrong, it is a fantastic computer, but it feels that I could have got more bang for my buck if I decided to go out and probably build my own PC. So anyway, over here is just my little mini converter for AV to HDMI. I'm gonna use that for like my older game systems, etc., so I can run them through the Elgato. I'll show you some more of the Elgato when we get over there. So anyway, right here is just a really old Dell monitor. I bought this when I bought like my very first PC, which I actually have in this room. I'll show you, and it's very old. But anyway, I have this monitor right here. It is plugged to right down here, which is my old Dell Inspiron 17-inch laptop. I think I got this back in like 2009 or 2010. But anyway, that pretty much just goes straight up to this monitor. It's got an Intel, I think 3 or 4 in it, or Pentium. Let's actually see. I can't remember what it's got. Actually, I covered up all the stickers. Covered it up all with crazy stickers. But anyway, I think it's got an Inspiron like 3 or 4. I can't remember. But anyway, I mean, it can play like basic games like Five Nights at Freddy's or any of those kind of games like that. But I really primarily just use it for like, tutorials if I'm like, editing. And I don't remember how to do something, like I'll just pull it up on this computer, or if I'm doing a game script and I can't remember, what year the game came out, I go on Wiki just to kind of see who made it and, the year that it came out, just for references like that. So I don't even really use this PC that much. I've been contemplating taking it out of here so I can actually have a laptop again. But anyway, up on top I have the Logitech C922 webcam, and it is an amazing $100 webcam, especially for streaming, etc., Not for making videos. They look really choppy, I realize, when I'm just making a straight up video. It looks really choppy for some reason, but when you're streaming it looks crystal clear, which that's the whole point of it though, it is made for streaming. I've had this for a few years. I always had it around my things, but what would you attempt to do if you knew you could not fail? Anyway, I always leave that up. Right here I got these Beats headphones. Now I know a lot of people are really, hate them, whatever, etc., I will say that I've had them for going on 3 years. They get heavy use. As you can clearly see, they have been through a long time with me, but at the end of the day, I still love them. They're still comfortable. After 3 years of heavy use, I mean, they're in the condition that I would expect them to be in after using them that much. But anyway, I pretty much use those for everything, from when I'm jamming out outside or in here gaming, etc. Now back under here, I have a Nintendo Wii with just a Wiimote and a GameCube controller to play the old school ones. There's a PlayStation 3 controller. It's not it's one of those knockoff ones, but right here I have my favorite movie of all time. Since I was a kid, it's the Brave Little Toaster. I have it on DVD and VHS. Don't ask me why, but I feel like I needed to have it on both, just because that's my favorite movie when I was a kid. There's a encyclopedia in here for some reason. It's a little book I used to write little things in it while I'm thinking about it. Right here, I just it's a little paint can. It has a 20-foot HDMI extender. It's a 20-foot USB extender, just in case I ever need to extend anything, which I usually use it for this right here, to put it on top of my TV if I'm feeling like streaming and I need to do consoles. I can just kind of take it and put it on top of my TV. And there's a Dreamcast controller too, one of my old Dreamcast controllers. It's down there in the bottom somewhere. So moving on, I have this speaker, this little subwoofer right here, and these two speakers that are back here behind the Dreamcast, and this Dell computer, which I have had for a very long time. This was the very first computer that I've ever had, that I bought with my own money when I was like 17 or something like that, or 18. Maybe 19, I don't know. For some reason, I just can't bring it to myself to get rid of it. I do have it plugged to my TV in this room, but it can't even play YouTube. Like, it just, all the RAM and stuff needs to be updated in it for even to be like, I mean, you can go online and it can look at websites and stuff like that, but it can't play back videos. I can, but they're so bad and choppy, it's pointless too. So, right here I have my favorite game system of all time, which is my Dreamcast. And like I said, I have both these, the Wii and the Dreamcast, that run up here to the HDMI converter. Now, swinging over to the TV side. Now, so let me go ahead and reference this. That this is the door to the closet. So when you close in, I have wires coming from pretty much outside. There's no plugs in here. So all these wires right here all run back behind the chair, back through the TV, and all through here. So right here, it's kind of a mess when it comes to the cords and such. Now I will say that I pretty much have to have all these cords run up through here because at the end of the day, all the power is coming through the door, through behind the computer, which is right over here, and then it all comes back through the back of the TV and pretty much powers every last one of these consoles, TVs, etc., etc. So also right here is my Elgato HD60, which pretty much I leave all my HDMI cords just laying around it because however I'm feeling, if I want to start recording, then all my HDMI cords are right here and I can just plug them right in. I also have 2 on the ground, ones for my PC if I feel like putting my PC on the big screen, and the other one's for obviously the HDMI converter. Then here's the Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3. Now the only thing with the PlayStation 3 thing is that I had to buy this HDMI converter box thing because on its own the PlayStation 3 will not take an HDMI from the Elgato. Like you have to use this to like break up the signal because that stupid thing that's on it that just won't allow it. But I think I got this for like 14 bucks. And anyway, so this allows me to capture PlayStation 3 footage through the Elgato. And if you don't have one of these, then you're not going to be able to. I think there's other ones too. But anyway, down here is my Xbox One. There's my PlayStation 4. The Wii U gamepad. Wii U's right over here. My PlayStation 3 on top of that's a PS Vita. Here's my really old school camcorder. If I ever feel like making like a scary movie one day, that camera's great because it looks all kind of grainy and old. Kind of gives like an old school horror movie feel. But anyway, over here I have one of those virtual headsets. It's a cheap one. It doesn't even have like a strap for your head or nothing. You just kind of hold it up to your head, but it works for the most part. And I was actually really impressed with this thing, by the way. Over here, just have games that I'm working on or don't want to put on my bookshelf for my kids to rip apart. But that one back there is Star Fox Zero, which comes in a really cool box, and I really didn't want to put it out there because I feel like my kids would tear it up. But anyway, I have a few games that I haven't even opened. Well, I'll take a look at this one. I actually got I haven't even opened it. I got this Techromancer for like 10 bucks. I got Battleborn for 5 bucks, which Walmart, well, I guess, was just purging their inventory anyway. So I thought, hell, 5 bucks for this. Fuck it, I'll play it. Same thing with Techromancer. I heard that it's pretty terrible, but 10 bucks, shit, I'll give it a whirl. A couple other games back there. I got like I said, Star Fox Zero, Resident Evil Revelations, which I really liked. The Last of Us, Gears of War, the remastered edition, the newest one, the first one, Resident Evil 4, Until Dawn, Destiny on Xbox 360, which I just got recently because I've been a huge Destiny player, but been playing it only on PlayStation. My buddy who's been playing it on Xbox One finally convinced me to get it on Xbox One so we can play together, which we've yet to do that. Over here, very small gathering of Dreamcast games. Nothing crazy. Favorite out of here is Resident Evil Code Veronica, but no big like high ticket game or anything like that. Just a couple controllers laid out, the ones I typically use. Now with this Wii U gamepad, this PlayStation 4 gets really hot really quick and there's not a lot of ventilation in here. So when I do turn on the PlayStation 4, I just kind of take this off and throw it up here so it can ventilate. Got these little pop figures up here. I only have a couple. I know some people are like really religious about collecting these things, but I bought this Batman one for myself, and my oldest daughter got this for me for Christmas and told me that I needed a Joker, I guess, to complement my my Batman over here. And there's some posters on the wall. I've got this sorry that light's reflecting off that, but this Batman poster. I've got this Marvel poster with pretty much every Marvel character that I can think of. There's a really cool Batman poster right here. Also, I've got this Deadpool poster right over here. I just gotta hang my headphones up right over there. Destiny poster from the Taken King right over here on the left hand side. Just a couple of things my daughter made me, just saying that I'm a great dad, which I am. Bam. Step your dad gave up, son. Also this little Batman thing my wife bought me from the beach. Pretty cool. It's like one of those like kind of like wooden things. Also attached to my desk I have a mic stand, and I have a Blue Yeti, which I love this microphone. It is freaking amazing. I love using it. Makes your voice sound so much better than the just integrated audio device that's in the computer. But anyway, it's a great microphone. I bought this pop filter with it too. Anyway, it was all this together was probably like 120 bucks. Actually, that was for my wife, but anyway, it really helps. Exactly. It is also when I'm playing games on the TV, or if I'm playing games on the PC, I can just kind of move the mic however I feel like it. I don't have to position myself around the mic. The mic I can position around me however I just want to sit and be comfortable, and also do voiceover or make a video, etc., out of it. So with this closet, just so you know, there is absolutely no ventilation. It gets hot in here. I have one light source up here, which is like this light thing from IKEA. Down here, just like another light bulb on a string. Pretty much that's my only light sources. In this area, it gets kind of dark. So I have this little, sorry, I'm bumping into everything. It's not very spacious in here. But this little light thing right here, my wife brought this home from work. Anyway, it just, you know, like if I'm kind of gaming over here, I can just kind of put up there, kind of lightens up this little area a little bit more. And just how it was, like it kind of gets dark in some areas, so I'm trying to show it off. I'm just kind of like flashlighting it up a little bit. It's not really that dark in here. It's just bright as hell to me, but for the camera it's kind of dark. That's why I have to brighten it up. So it does get crazy hot in here. And how I fix that problem, which I just found this out yesterday. Lately, I mean, mostly I have to keep this door open because with all the TVs and the lights on, it gets hot and there's no way for the heat to get out of here or the air to get in. So the temperature just constantly rises. So I do have a fan down here on the ground. So what I've been doing, which I don't have it in here right now, I go grab like a little Tupperware thing of ice, and I put some ice packs in it, and I'll just set the fan, turn it on, and sit it in the thing of ice because it has a little stand, and it pushes the cold air up. It doesn't cool down the room 100%. It doesn't make it like ice cold or really chilly in here, but it does even it out where it's comfortable just to sit in here. It's comfortable just to be in here, because if you're not having that on with the door closed and all these lights on, it gets hot. I mean, it gets to the point where you're just profusely sweating. And that's not because I sweat a lot or anything. It just gets hot in here. I mean, all these machines running, the heat, there's no way to really turn down the temperature. So that is my quick little solution to that. I also have a Xbox One Connect sensor bar, which I actually got for like 15 bucks at GameStop. So if you have an Xbox One and you always wanted one of these, if you were not aware, you can get these at GameStop for $15 now, or at least the one I went to. PlayStation 4 camera with the Wii U sensor on top. I really love this camera. I actually used this camera to make a lot of my videos in the beginning, but I actually just got a new camera, and let me show you that, by the way. All right, yo, so I'm actually using my Logitech camera right now. So anyway, I use this, which is the Canon T6i camera. Now I was using the microphone backwards so I could actually talk to it as I was recording things, but ideally it would go like this, as you can record people, or you know, it has a really good microphone. Now this camera, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I actually bought the T6, and then I realized how much better the T6i was for like 150 bucks more. My wife got it for me for Christmas, and I hated to be a douchebag, but I was like, if we could just go 100 bucks more, this thing has all these features. Now it has a flip out thing so you can kind of see what you're looking at as you're recording. If you're looking at the camera, flip it around so you can look at it. It also can do this where it's not sticking out at all, and it has this. So far this camera is completely amazing. The quality on it is completely amazing. I really love it. Along with it, I got this Gorilla thing, which is great. So like if I'm doing a Let's Play or recording, etc., I can just take it and mount it up on top of my TV and point it down at me. Put it over here. I can actually move it over here and kind of put it like that. Now I've taken it around and taken it outside, and I did a video a couple days ago where I just really started using this, but I recorded like just playing around with my son's little RC car. The quality looks so good, so amazing. But anyway, this is the camera that I just recently got. Haven't used it a lot, but so far the most as I've used it, I love it. It is a little frustrating because you can't like plug it up and keep it going. You do have to take the battery out and put it in an external battery charger. It is what it is. So the long story, it only does come with one battery, so I bought a second battery. That way I know one's always charged if this one happens to run out, because I was running into a lot of problems where the batteries run out. I cannot use it anymore for that period of time. I have to literally just, it is what it is, take the battery out and let it charge. With my life, I have like very limited time to make videos. So I hated like, oh, now I have a time, but I forgot to charge the battery, and now the time that I had is gone. So that's why I bought two batteries, or bought an extra battery for it. So if you're looking for a good camera, this actually is a package deal, not with this, but the camera and the microphone come together. It's called like the Creator Studio. And anyway, long story short, if you're looking for doing vlogging or just making videos, etc., this is really, really great. The quality on this microphone is not as good as something like this, but it's pretty damn good as far as I'm concerned. And you know, taking pictures with it so far, I'm not a big photographer at all. I'm not really into that, but lately, just because I have this, I've been really kind of interested in just starting to take pictures. It's kind of piqued my interest in that. But the pictures that I have taken on it, incredible, absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much the camera that I've been using. So, yo, this is Kamikaze Soundwaves. Hope you enjoy me just kind of showing off my little office and what I have and how I make things work, etc., and some of my games. And anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Later.